You know that feeling, right? That little knot in your stomach just before you're about to do something new? Yep, that's fear. And today, we're not just going to talk about what it is. We're going to dive into what you do next, how you can actually push right through it.
I mean, have you ever heard that little voice telling you to just stop? You know what I'm talking about. Maybe you're about to speak up in a meeting, or you're thinking about applying for that big job, or even just starting a new hobby. And then, bam, there it is, that little whisper in your head. Are you sure about this? Maybe this is a bad idea. Let's just not. So yeah, that voice, it has a name. It's fear. And honestly, the biggest thing to get right off the bat is that you are not alone in hearing it. Seriously, we all struggle with it. It's just a fundamental part of being human. And this quote, man, it really hits on something important. We all look at other people, right? We see them out there boldly taking on new challenges, and we think, wow, they must be completely fearless. But what this tells us is that what's going on inside, that can be a whole different story. That little voice of resistance, it's inside all of us, no matter how cool and confident someone looks on the surface. So the big question is, where does this resistance even come from? Like, why does that voice get so loud right when we're about to do something new? Well, the answer is actually pretty simple. It's because we're leaving our comfort zone. And this is like the ultimate internal tug of war, isn't it? On one side, you've got your comfort zone. It's safe, it's predictable, we know what to expect, but let's be real, it's also where we get stuck. And on the other side, well, that's where the new challenges are. And yeah, fear is standing right there, kind of like a bouncer at a club. But here's the secret. Right behind that fear, that's where all the growth happens. Okay, so if fear is the gatekeeper, how in the world do we get past it? How do we actually make that move from being comfortable to actually growing? Well, it turns out there's a really powerful tool for this. You can think of it as an antidote to that feeling of being paralyzed. It's called the entrepreneurial mindset. Now hold on, don't let that word entrepreneurial throw you off. This is not just for people who want to start a business. Not at all. It's a mindset that absolutely anyone can use when they're facing a challenge. And notice that word in the definition, equips. That's so important. It means this isn't some personality trait you have to be born with. Nope, it's a tool, a way of thinking that you can learn, that you can use to step into that new, challenging world. So what does this actually look like in practice? How do you, do it? It really comes down to 3 pretty simple steps. First up, just acknowledge the fear. Don't try to fight it, don't pretend it's not there, just see it. Hello, fear, I see you. Second, you've got to reframe the challenge. Look at it as an opportunity, not some big, scary threat. And third, and this is the big one, you just have to venture forward anyway. You just take the step. And all of this really brings us to the main point, the big takeaway from all of this. It's a super simple idea, but it's also really profound. In fact, it's been right there in the title this whole time. Here it is. The goal is not to get rid of your fear. It's to act in spite of it. Think about that for a second. Courage isn't about being fearless. Real courage is feeling that fear, looking it right in the eye, and moving forward anyway. The point isn't to eliminate fear. The point is to act even when it's sitting right there next to you. It's about making your desire to grow way, way louder than that little voice of doubt. So, that leaves us with one final question. And this one, it's for you. Now that you know that fear is just a totally normal part of growing, and now that you know you have the tools to push forward anyway, what's it going to be? What challenge, big or small, are you going to take on?